The first round of the Lutz Memorial Tournament concludes with the following contest, scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Due to the double disqualification in the last match, the winner of this match will receive a bye straight into the finals of the Lutz Memorial Tournament. Introducing first, he hails from Brooklyn, New York, and weighing at 420 pounds, Jerry Stephanitis presents Benjamin Banks.
All right, folks, so it is the fourth quarterfinal of the 2016 Lutz Memorial Cup. Once again, I am Blake Chadwick, no longer joined by Jerry Stephanitis as you see him entering the ring alongside his man, Benjamin Banks, as Banks has a huge opportunity tonight not only to win this Lutz Cup, but put himself in position maybe for some championship gold as we head into 2017. But he already has won up on the competition, because if he's able to win here, he will earn a berth all the way to the finals. As you just saw, Romanus one-on-one with Phil Brown. Those two went to a double disqualification. Referee Ron Mills threw the match out. And now the winner of this match between Benjamin Banks and Mark Denny are going to get that spot in the finals. And now, much to my chagrin, Jerry Stephanitis has the microphone.
Do it. You know, it's the holiday season. It's the season of giving, right? Benjamin Banks earlier tonight beat up that stupid reject of a clown and got my coffee mug back. It's the greatest gift I could have received for Christmas. So my friend, I want to say to you, thank you. And Merry Christmas. And God bless us, everyone.
So Jerry gets his coffee mug back. It looks like it's an early Christmas for Jerry Stephanitis and Benjamin Banks. Of course, his other man, Brandon Scott, looks to return in 2017 as the VCW heavyweight champion. And now Brandon Matheny will introduce Banks' opponent.
And weighing at 13 stone, Mark Denny!
Well, the first time tonight did not work out for the Geordie Bulldogs. Let's see if they can change things around on the second occasion. As they bookend these quarterfinals, we saw Sean Denny open things up, unsuccessful against Rhett Titus. But Mark Denny back out here, and he will have an opportunity to get by Benjamin Banks, as Mark Denny has only competed in a handful of singles encounters in VCW. But over the last couple of years, he's really gained some momentum alongside his brother Sean. And with all of the singles accolades Sean has garnered in 2016, this could be Mark Denny's night as he looks to advance on to the finals. Once again, Romanus Phil Brown, double disqualification. That forces the winner of this match to get that bye all the way into the finals to take on either Rhett Titus or Gino, as those two advanced on. Gino getting by Ross Hall and Titus getting by the aforementioned Sean Denny. You see him right there out for some moral support for his brother Mark. And we certainly know the Dennys not huge fans of Jerry Stephanitis, as Sean out here likely to even things up with Jerry lurking on the outside. As we're set to get underway once again, the 9th annual VCW Lutz Memorial Cup. Who will etch their name on that trophy alongside some of the all-time greats in this company? as Mark Denny was actually one of the last men inserted into this tournament, as he begged and he pleaded with VCW management to have a shot, and they granted him this opportunity. And it's certainly a stiff test in one of the top up-and-comers, whether you like him or you hate him. Benjamin Banks really has shown to have a lot of skill, and under the tutelage of Jerry Stephanitis has really broken out this year. As I'm not exactly sure what Sean Denny's doing right now. Referee Kevin Bird trying to get him to the outside so we can get this fourth and final quarterfinal matchup underway, and it looks like Sean's using that Benjamin Banks and Jerry Stephanitis t-shirt for a different usage. Of course, those are on sale now. I don't know how much that one's going to cost, though. As I don't know if you want to piss off the big man, as Banks, certainly a tough customer, especially if you get him going. So bell sounds, this one's underway. Mark Denny, Benjamin Banks, our fourth and final quarterfinal here in the 2016 Lutz Memorial Cup. Benjamin Banks wants to remind all the great fans here at the Norfolk Masonic Temple exactly who he is. And the money man might need to worry about his opponent a little bit more, because remember, the stakes raised a little bit here. The winner of this does not have to compete 3 times tonight. They get to only compete 2 times in order to hoist the cup. And now Mark Denny, gonna hear it from the great fans here in Norfolk. As Banks charges in, nobody home, and Mark Denny's starting to light him up with rights and lefts. Banks pushes him right off, and Mark Denny ducks underneath the clothesline. Look at the little fire hydrant here, firing away at Benjamin Banks, and another right hand trying to take the big man off his feet. Smart strategy here by Mark Denny, trying to chop the big man down as Banks shoves him right off. And it looks like Mark Denny, he's going to block it, and right to the kisser, as Banks is reeling right back with one of his own, as these two really slowing down the pace here. Mark Denny with the right hand, as Benjamin Banks looks like he might tumble, and he pops Mark Denny right in the jaw once again. These two going back and forth, tooth and nail, right in the center of the ring. Like Ali Frazier in there, Mark Denny and Benjamin Banks. Ducks underneath the clothesline. Ahead of steam is Mark Denny now. Off the ropes. Goes for the shoulder tackle. And Banks takes him right down. And it looks like it's time for the money shuffle here in Norfolk. As Banks hits the ropes, he's taking his time here. And nobody home with the elbow drop. As Mark Denny trying to collect his thoughts here. Pull himself back to his feet. Right in the middle of this fourth quarterfinal matchup. The winner advances on to the finals to take on either Rhett Titus or Gino. As Mark Denny methodically getting this crowd here behind him. He charges in, and there's a knee right to the face. Sends Banks reeling. Mark Denny off the ropes. He's coming right back in a big face wash. And he knocks the big man down. Denny needs to capitalize here. He comes over. He says this is it. He drops down. He's going for the pin. Eventually, 2. As Kevin Burr takes about 6 seconds to count 1, 2, and Banks kicks out. As Mark Denny appears to snap back to reality, as Benjamin Banks pulls himself to his feet. Here comes Denny trying to coax him in. Ducks underneath the clothesline one more time. one is blatant. And that was something we were looking at before this tournament started, and we saw Benjamin Banks' name on the list that he was going to be a participant in the Lutz Memorial Cup. That Jerry Stefanidis at ringside certainly could play a role in Benjamin Banks having some success here. And now Banks picks up, goes for a scoop slam, go behind by Denny, another right hand. And Mark Denny fired back once again off the ropes, and Banks with the avalanche. He mauls Mark Denny there, but the big man's going to need to capitalize. Drags Denny right in the middle of the ring one more time, and here comes a little more aggressive money shuffle off the ropes, and the big splash. That should do it. 1, 2, and somehow Mark Denny's able to kick out. I thought that was going to do it. You have to give it to Mark Denny with the resiliency to be able to hang on, but Benjamin Banks might have him on the cusp here. As Sean Denny trying to shout some words of encouragement at ringside, Benjamin Banks trying to figure out his next maneuver. As the plan of Jerry Stefanidis to not only hold the VCW Heavyweight Championship, but also the Lutz Memorial Cup to close out 2016. The plan seems to be working thus far. As again, Banks giving Mark Denny a little bit of time here to recuperate. Charges in, and there's a big avalanche once again. As the offensive display of Benjamin Banks, always packing some power behind it. The big man charges in one more time, nobody home. Mark Denny off the ropes, ducks underneath the clothesline, and a shoulder tackle as Mark Denny takes the big man off his feet. Now trying to utilize the crowd here at the Norfolk Masonic Temple to get behind him and possibly pull off this upset. Sean Denny does not advance onto the semifinals, but his brother Mark looks like he could be on the doorstep. The straps are down, and Mark Denny looks like he's going for the lariat here. He goes for the discus punch, and he nails Banks, and the big man drops. Here we go. 1, 2, where's Kevin Burr? Jerry Stefanidis, come on now. Jerry has pulled out Kevin Burr. Sean Denny's trying to put a stop to this. As the blatant distraction by the manager of Benjamin Banks playing a role right here. As Jerry on the ring apron, and conspicuous by its absence is that coffee mug. It was in the hands of Banks the whole time. Come on, that's gonna do it. 2, 3, and Banks is on to the finals.
The time of the fall, 7 minutes and 6 seconds. Your winner, advancing to the finals of the Lutz Memorial Tournament, Benjamin Banks.
As Benjamin Banks, with a little assist from not just Jerry Stefanidis, but the returning coffee mug, puts him all the way to the finals as he gets by Mark Denny, and now Banks awaits the winner of Gino and Red Titus, and he can rest for the next half hour or so. And I have to say right now, the inside track, the proverbial money line favorite to walk out of the Masonic Temple, the 2016 Lutz Memorial Cup winner, has to be Benjamin Banks. And Jerry Stefanidis' plan is coming to fruition right here. As by hook or by crook, Banks gets the win. Wait a minute, there's Libby the Clown. It looks like he's got a pie. And Jerry sees something behind him, and right in the face, there's a pie. As Jerry will be tasting that one for the next couple of days, as a little revenge is exacted. Wait a minute, there's the Hall of Famer Ron Simmons. Makes his first of 2 appearances here tonight. We know he's going to present the Lutz Memorial Cup to the winner of the tournament tonight. But he comes out just as Libby the Clown nails Jerry with that pie. And Ron Simmons tells him exactly how he feels. Now Jerry is going to need to wash that off. Banks is going to need to get his man back on track, because Benjamin Banks has a match coming up in the finals in just a little while. But coming up next, it's semifinal action here at the Lutz Memorial Cup.